Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday live stream of Carolina and her litter of babies growing up right before your eyes. Can you believe it's been 3 weeks already since this mom's had those little tiny nuggets? Every week we've been coming to you on Tuesday to show you the progress of these kittens, and from last week when they were 2-week-old kittens, I thought that they had grown a lot, but they are growing probably right before our eyes as we're doing our live stream. They have become so much more curious. They're moving around a lot more. They're starting to recognize their body parts and their tails. Super uncoordinated, but they're just being a lot of fun. Last week when we had the live stream, I was saying when I go to check in on them, all their heads are kind of popping up looking at me. When I go in the room now, I say, "Good morning, babies!" And they all start screaming. I think they're a little bit camera shy. Carolina continues to take awesome care of these babies. She has already eaten a whole can of kitten food and probably a half a cup of dry this morning. It just goes to show how well she's taking care of them. So I'm going to hold a couple of them up. They gained about between 4 and 5 ounces each since last week. But look how well she feeds these babies. Look at those chunky bellies. Their eyes are fully open. They were last week too, but they're still blue. They'll probably start to change color. All newborn kittens have blue eyes until about 6 weeks or so. You can see their ears are a little bit more pointed than they were last week, and they're starting to be a little bit more mobile. Some of you might remember Muffin last week. He had come to us the day before our live feed. And he's about the same age as them. Like we said, we don't have his exact birth date because he came in as an orphaned kitten. But he loves his mama and he's getting big. He loves being with her. He loves smelling her. We think he might be deaf. Sometimes white kittens are deaf. He screams really loud. It's too early to say right now, but he might be. I'm still fostering them, and we do definitely really want to encourage people to foster. It's a very rewarding experience, both for you as a foster parent, but also for the kittens. They are thriving in my home. It's not as stressful. You don't hear dogs barking or, kennel doors closing, and Mom does all the work. So if you're interested in fostering, go ahead and shoot us an email. We have a dedicated foster coordinator. She can reach out to you, get you started, give you one-on-one advice on how to start fostering. With them, all I do is every day as I check on them, make sure that they're active, make sure Mom indeed is taking care of them. So, I'm not just leaving them and not checking on them at all, but I'll pick them up every day. I'll say, yep, looks like you're eating. Try to weigh them once a day, make sure that they're gaining weight. It's just a really great need that we have here, especially with kitten season picking up. About next week, so 3 weeks old, they are starting, it's going to be hard to see on a live video, but they're starting to get their first little teeth in. So right at the very front, they're starting to get their little incisors. And then their little tiny canine teeth are starting to poke in. So they're not being weaned onto, just wet kitten food right now, but I'm starting to let them sniff at it a little bit more, starting to get them used to it. The Kitten Lady has a really awesome webinar series that just came out. It's partnered with Royal Canin. Every Saturday she's been putting out a webinar about 0 to 3 weeks old. So I've been listening to that. I have experience with kittens and bottle babies, but it's been really great to hear her with some ideas. And what she taught me this week was about this age, if Carolina was with her babies out in the wild, they're still relying on Mom to eat. So they're still nursing, Mom's still taking care of them, stimulating them to go to the bathroom. But about at this point in the wild, Mom would start bringing weakened prey. So she might bring, a weak mouse or I don't know what else they eat out there. But not that they're eating it on their own, but now that their teeth are starting to poke out, she's trying to get them used to hunting and eating on their own. So the next couple of weeks for me and for Carolina and for the babies is going to be a pretty rapid, we're going to see a lot of change. They're going to be a lot more mobile. Those teeth are going to continue to grow in. We're going to start introducing the kittens to wet food, trying to get them eating on their own. but continuing to make sure that they're nice and plump and healthy. So I highly recommend fostering moms and babies. I recommend fostering at all. We also have bottle feed babies who don't have their mom. So if Carolina hadn't been here, this little guy, Muffin, he would be relying on you as a foster parent to keep him warm, to help him go potty. Bye, Carolina. See, she's like, you could take care of him now. But especially now with kitten season ramping up, we're seeing neonates in every day, moms with babies every day. We're so cute. And while we are able to provide them with, excellent care here at McCamey, it's really nothing compared to the experience that they get being in a home with a foster parent on a strict routine. So I know some of you are probably, socially distancing. If you want to social distance with one of these cute kittens, or these are mine, but we have plenty of others that you can socially distance with. I think it would be rewarding for you and for the kittens. These guys are still twins. I say it every week, I can't tell the difference between these two. Look at those baby blue eyes. They have the same lines on their face. They have the same markings on their white paws on the front and the back. The only difference is one of them has a little bit of a thicker belly. But other than that, these guys are identical. Kittens do really well in pairs too, so having them all together, they're learning from each other, learning how to play, learning, some cat-like behavior. They are not really playing with toys right now, but I have introduced some toys that they could safely bat around. They're not using the litter box now, but I do have a litter box in their setup because it's gonna happen any day now. They're gonna start going to the bathroom on their own and becoming real cats. The kitten lady says they're mini panthers, and I really liked when she said that because they're just little mini panthers living in your house. How is everyone doing at home? Does anyone have any questions about the kittens or about fostering or any cat stuff?
And if you're interested, you can visit our website at McCameyAnimalCenter.org. And under programs, there is information about being a foster and an application so that you can apply online to be a foster partner. And our foster coordinator, Kelly, will get back in touch with you directly. So someone just said, don't let Mindy adopt any. Clearly a friend of mine who knows me too well. Definitely visit McCamey's website and fill out the application online. But yeah, if you have any questions now that we can answer, I'm going to zoom in on the kittens for a minute so Melissa can go find Mama because she jumped off the table real quick.
I was going to say the need too for, the need isn't just these. If this seems a little intimidating to you at first, that's totally understandable. We have older kittens too that are like 6 weeks old that maybe just need to get out of the shelter. So we can pretty much find any, here she is. She was in the sunshine.
Oh, she was sunbathing.
I know
Sweet
for
mama.
some people, a mom and babies can seem like it's, overwhelming. So if that's not something that you think you can handle right now, we can just get you a healthy 6-week-old kitten that maybe just needs to gain some weight before surgery, or, maybe one that's recovering from URI. So we can help you, guide you through anything. I've mentioned in previous live posts, we do have an emergency line, so you're never alone. If you have something that's an emergency after hours, we do have a dedicated line where you can call and ask a question. So we definitely want to support our foster volunteers and help them get the kittens the help that they need.
And we have a baby registry too. So if you're interested in showering these babies with love, we can't have our annual kitten shower here at the center, but on our Facebook page and on our website is a link to our Amazon baby registry that lists all the things we need for kittens, foster families, and puppies. So check it out at McCameyAnimalCenter.org.
And a lot of the stuff on that baby registry is stuff that replaces mom. So, heat sources and food and cleaning wipes. So that baby registry is really a valuable link, and we rely on those donations heavily because we're able to provide the best care when we see those donations coming in. We got a couple of donations yesterday. You know, it was like one Snuggle Safe and a bottle of formula, and it was so much to us. We really appreciated it. You know, I went and shared that with the rest of the team. So anything that you send that you think, oh, I can only, you know, donate this one towel, we could probably use it. So we appreciate, honestly, anything that is sent our way, especially during this crazy time that we're living in. So thank you for all of your support and for continuing to watch us weekly as they grow. See, I've told you before, Mom is a Manx, but we've never been able to see it. Mom's got no tail. And that's just like her little son. No tail. No tail.
All right. Well, Shelly, Corey, Margaret, Erica, Kim, Barbara, and whoever else is watching, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll post some photos later with their weights once we get them all updated, and we'll keep sharing these little guys' stories. So have a great day. Be well.